Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday Show. I'm Colin O'Gara, bringing you world news. According to CNN, Russia is pushing recruitment very heavily on its citizens, which appears to be its most recent strategy in trying to defeat Ukraine. The Russians released a very curious recruitment video on Wednesday, appearing to mock men for working as security guards, taxi drivers, and personal fitness trainers. It ends with a shot of armed men in the military uniforms, with white smoke behind them with a large caption, "You're a real man, be one." The video also touches on the roughly $2,500 monthly military contract. Russia wants to end the war as soon as possible, and rebuilding their depleted military seems to be the major step in that direction. In other news, CNN is stating that authorities found almost $440 million worth of cocaine floating in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Italy. The nearly 2 tons of the drugs discovered resulted in one of the biggest drug busts ever carried out by any country ever. That's all I have for this week. Now Jack will update us on national news. Jack?
Thanks, Colin. After hitting the nation's $31.4 trillion borrowing limit in January, the U.S. Treasury Department, who is in charge of the country's money supply, had to take what it calls extraordinary measures. These measures are designed to make sure the government continues to be able to pay its bills. However, if the maximum debt limit or ceiling is not raised before the current measures run out, the government risks defaulting on the bills it owes as early as July. This could lead to unemployment if companies do not get paid by the government for things that have been delivered. That would be very bad for the economy in general. We will have more on that as the situation develops. 16-year-old Ralph Yarl, who was shot in the head after knocking on the wrong door in a Kansas City neighborhood, has miraculously been released from the hospital. Yarl thought he was at the house of his brother's friend. However, although the number of the address was correct, he was on the wrong street. The 80-year-old owner of the house answered the door and shot through the storm door window, hitting Yarl in the head. The owner then shot the 16-year-old in the arm as he lay on the ground. Yarl got up and fled, but was turned away from several neighborhood homes as he sought help. Following protests by residents, the shooter has been charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action in connection to the incident. Now to Wyatt with state news after the break.
Is it dinner time? Lunchtime? Breakfast time? Well, drop in to Riverside Market in Montrose and Durand anytime. Come to Riverside Market for fresh fruits and vegetables, USDA choice meats, prime dairy products, and all kinds of specials and snacks. Come for a whole range of Spartan Nash, our family products, and don't forget about the bakery and deli. That's Riverside Market in Montrose and Durand. Stop in anytime and don't forget to give us a like on Facebook.
Welcome back. I'm Wyatt. A Jackson man must pay $26,000 to the family of a man who died of a fentanyl overdose. Miles Jarrell, who supplied the drug in March of 2019, was sentenced to a minimum of 9 years in prison after pleading no contest to the charges of delivery of a controlled substance causing death. An altercation turned fatal when 31-year-old Delano Green was shot to death at a car wash. The fight was started over a dispute over theft of marijuana. Alan Foster and Marcus Gilmore. Foster is charged with open murder, conspiracy to commit murder, carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent, and felon possession of a firearm, along with 3 counts of second offense felony firearm charges. While Gilmore is charged with conspiracy to commit murder. Now to Peyton with local news.
Thanks, Wyatt. Firefighters and investigators spent Sunday trying to figure out why a longtime commercial building in downtown Mount Morris exploded and caught fire Saturday night. According to ABC 12, the violent explosion blew the top floor off of the building. The next day, residents who saw the destruction firsthand stared in disbelief as daylight showed the extent of the damage. The Mount Morris City Fire Department says that the former Billiards Hall is a total loss. Additional fire departments from Clio, Genesee Township, and Mount Morris Township were on the scene providing assistance through the darkness Saturday night and into early Sunday morning. The Montrose Caboose has officially reopened for the summer last weekend. They are open seasonally through the months of April to September. The owner of the Cops and Robbers ice cream shop from Flushing bought the Caboose from Carrie back in January of last year. The shop's name switched from Carrie's Caboose to the Caboose. So be ready for some amazing ice cream to cool you down this summer. And after the break, you will hear from Noah and Owen with sports.
Are you looking to add value to your home or business? Barrett Construction specializes in home and business remodeling improvements of all kinds, from deck, siding projects to bathroom, bedroom, cabinets, and kitchen remodeling. Pat Barrett and his Barrett Construction team does it all. Need help turning your attic or basement into a family living space? Barrett Construction can do the job. To add curb appeal to your home or business, make the right choice and call Barrett Construction.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Noah Gross bringing you a professional sports rundown. The USFL is back. The fan favorite league has returned for a second year of play. The exciting 8-team spring football league is back for a second season. One of those 8 teams is our very own Michigan Panthers. The Panthers are currently 1-0 after earning a nice win against the Houston Gamblers on Sunday by a final score of 29-13. The team was carried by the Panthers defense that forced 4 Houston turnovers. Let's hope they can maintain that strong D when they face the Philadelphia Stars this Sunday at 7 p.m. The Tigers are coming off a series win against the Cleveland Guardians. The Tigers took the series by sweeping the Guardians by 3-0. The Tigers will take on the Baltimore Orioles in a 3-game series stretching from today to Sunday. Best of luck and go Tigers. That's going to do it for professional sports. Now over to Owen with Hometown Sports. Owen?
Thanks, Noah. Hello everyone, I'm Owen with Hometown Sports. The boys varsity baseball team is currently 2-4 on the year. On Wednesday, the Rams hosted the visiting Cavaliers of Carleton. The Rams split with the doubleheader, winning the first one 6-0 and dropping the nightcap 7-4. Tomorrow, the Rams will travel to Goodrich to compete in the Goodrich Baseball Tournament. Best of luck. The girls varsity softball team is currently 3-5 on the year, with 1 tie. On Wednesday, the Lady Rams hosted the visiting Carleton Cavaliers and dominated both games by final scores of 10-0 and 16-0. Tonight, the Lady Rams will travel to Byron to face the Eagles. The girls varsity soccer team is currently undefeated on the year at 5-0. On Tuesday, the Lady Rams traveled to Lakeville to face off with the Falcons and earn their second league victory by a final tally of 4-1. Up next, Lady Rams will host the Eagles of Byron next Tuesday. Tomorrow, the boys and girls track team will compete in the Lakeville Invitational. The Rams have been off all week and are looking to shake things up. I'll let you know next week how things turned out. That's going to do it for sports. Now over to Austin for daily announcements.
Good afternoon. I'm Austin, back with this week's school announcements. As a reminder, please bring in your change to help your advisory class. And bring in bills to sabotage other classrooms for penny wars. Yearbooks are selling out fast. Buy yours online ASAP to guarantee your copy, They are $70. You can purchase them online or see Miss Badgley. Order soon. Books are limited. A new segment 2 class will take place May 15th through 18th from 6 p.m. to 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. At the Real Life Church in Montrose. The cost of the class is $60. Please see Mr. Lenny for a contract. If you have any other questions about broadcasting, please visit MDM-TV.com for updated schedules, pictures, and digital media announcements. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I interviewed Mr. Schaub about the seniors, what the seniors have to do from here on out. Here's the interview. Hope you enjoy. Hello, I'm here with Mr. Schaub. Mr. Schaub, can you run through what the seniors have to do from here on out?
Yeah, I can't believe it's already that time of the year. We're talking about seniors' last day. But on May 17th, that's going to be the cap and gown distribution. In order to get your cap and gown, fines and dues have to be paid. Parking passes need to be turned in, or $10 if you can't find your parking pass. STAR math and reading tests, you're going to have to take those in early May, and they have to be completed and within your normal range. And the student must be on track to graduate. So if you have online credit recovery classes, they have to be at least a 60% relative grade. So that's the cap and gown distribution. Then on Friday, May 19th, which is seniors' last day, that's when we do the senior walk. Then on Wednesday, May 31st, we have senior honors night. And Friday, June 2nd, we have graduation. So I sent an email last Friday that contains this letter to all of the seniors and their parents. So look over this, because there's a lot more detailed information in there that I don't really have time to discuss in this interview. But please read this, okay? Got to send in your email.
All right, well, that's all for today. Now here's Colin for a final word.
Thanks, Austin, and thank you all for tuning into the Friday Show. Make sure to come back next week for more news, sports, and school updates. As always, I've been Colin Hogwire with the Friday Show. Thank you, and good night.